Hello everybody, welcome to the I Am IT Geek YouTube channel. My name is Shabazda and as ever I am the IT Geek. I'm not in my normal surroundings today, as you can see. I'm actually sat in Netcompany's London office. So I've had a trip down to the Big Smoke, so you don't see my background. I've not got my big mic. But today's episode of the I Am IT Geek podcast is a bit different. I've not done a podcast in a while. It's a bit of a special one as Leeds Digital Festival is just around the corner. And there's going to be loads of different events going on from various companies within the Leeds area. It's a great tech event, it's like a 2-week event. And yeah, Netcompany are doing a few events. And so I've been very lucky that I'm being joined by a few people who are going to be taking part in that. So let me introduce them. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning,
How are we? We're all right.
All good, thank you. It's a lovely, bright day. Thank you very much for having us.
No,
it's exciting to see this live, to actually see you doing the introductions as well.
I always feel a bit weird when I'm doing that intro. It's a bit corny. But just for our viewers, obviously, who might not know who you are, I'm just going to just ask you to Matt, can you just start off by doing a bit of an introduction to who you are and what you do?
Yeah, sure. So I'm a marketing consultant at Netcompany. Been here for around 2.5 years now, so I've seen it all. I'm fortunate enough to work with these three lovely gents and a lot of others at Netcompany, and I put on a lot of events, manage a lot of social media, a lot of the news that comes out of Netcompany. So yeah, I work quite closely with these three chaps.
Excellent. And John, do you want to give a bit of introduction to who you are?
Hi, I'm John Smith. I'm a managing architect at Netcompany, specialising in data. I've done a few tech talk events and previously done Leeds Digital Festival events with Matt and Ibrahim in the past. So just keen to come and talk about it.
Excellent. And Ibrahim, do you want to just introduce yourself?
Sure. So my name is Ibrahim. I'm a software consultant at Netcompany. I've been here for around a year now, having just graduated as well last year. So very new to the industry and just finding my way with obviously some great guidance from you three here.
Excellent. So obviously we're here to talk about Leeds Digital Festival. Matt, do you want to just give us a bit of an insight into what the actual festival is and also really how Netcompany got involved in it?
Yeah, sure. So Leeds Digital Festival is essentially a 2-week celebration of everything digital in the Leeds area. It really helps solidify Leeds as a digital capital of the North. Historically, it was just local organisations that got involved and really drove home the success of digital in the North. Over the course of the last 2 years, it's really kind of blown up and extended. So now we're seeing overseas organisations come on board as well and help celebrate that culture in a virtual sense through virtual events. During the pandemic is when it really kicked off. There were a lot of virtual events, but since then, as we've started to open up, we see a lot more physical events, and that's how Netcompany got involved. So we first got involved during the pandemic. We hosted a session to help people really get to grips with working at home, working virtually, and this is obviously extended into the modern day. And since then, we've seen a lot of success with physical events as well. We've hosted some with National Highways. We hosted some with John last year as well. And then we're extending that to continue to the future and host some great events with yourselves this year.
Excellent. Okay, that's really interesting. It's good. It's great that we're being part of this sort of, like I said, making Leeds into this sort of northern digital powerhouse. Obviously, we know London's always been quite a central area for tech and industry in general. So I think it's really good that Leeds, this is like a specifically Leeds festival for digital companies. I think it's even better that Netcompany are part of it. It just shows that we're wanting to share. It's not just all about what we can get. It's what we can give back to the tech industry as well in Leeds. John, you mentioned earlier that you've had experience with doing you've been part of the Leeds Digital Festival last year as well. What's been your experience and within with doing these sort of tech talks for Netcompany and especially the Leeds Digital Festival?
So I've been coming to Leeds Digital Festival events for about 5 or 6 years now. I think so, 6 years. It's been running for 7, and I think about 5 years ago it really got on the calendar as a great opportunity for free beer and pizza for technical people in Leeds. But they're all amazing events, amazing opportunities to network and and showcase and learn stuff, and meet people, and all these great things. And when I joined Netcompany last summer, it was about the time when, Leeds Digital Festival is an amazing event, and it plans out well in advance, all the, so I joined just nicely in time for, talking about, well, should we get involved more following the success we'd had in the previous year, in lockdown. And I were incredibly keen to get involved, just because I knew how good these events were. So yeah, I did one about the slightly strange and comical nature of clinical data last year, which were actually incredibly traumatic, because the day before was an event where one of our architects shared the stage with the CTO of National Highways, and they had like an amazing presentation with National Highways branded videos, etc. And it was a really impressive session. I thought, crikey, I've got to follow this.
Good luck following that, John. Good luck following that.
And then earlier this year, we'd done some internal tech talks, and when it came around to time for Leeds Digital Festival again, Matt just had the amazing idea of actually, guys, some of these, why do something new? Some of these were really good. Some of these internal sessions we've done are really good. So we are where we are now.
So we Netcompany do like, I know we do global tech talks, don't we? Can you just tell us a little bit about that? And we're using that, I suppose, in preparation for the Leeds Digital Festival as well, aren't we?
Yeah. So we've had a really good, strong calendar throughout the year of external these global tech talks and but also in-person events in the Leeds and London offices as well throughout the year. And I think it's good. I mean, we're a large and really well respected international organisation, but we are actually still building our brand in the UK. So these are amazing opportunities to do that, and really. We've got a great portfolio of stuff we've done before that, we can actually just look at it and say, what we can. This was, an internal thing, and then it was good to be a global thing, and then it was actually, some of these things actually, we should not blow the dust off them, but you know what I mean, redo them again for an external audience for Leeds Digital Festival, and then knowing the community in Leeds, I know they're going to find value in the stuff we're doing this year.
Excellent. Ibrahim, I want to come to you for a minute. Now, obviously, you're fairly new to Netcompany, and obviously being quite young and just come from university as well. How's it been from you? For you getting involved, and I'm pretty sure it's quite an interesting story how you got involved. I believe I was there when Jon asked a question on stage at one of the updates. And you put your hand up. Just for those people obviously who are watching, just tell us a bit about the story and how you've transitioned from coming from university, doing now you're going to be on stage in front of a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure. So obviously at university I studied computer science, which, as a lot of us know, isn't the most social subject, which is why this is quite a big change. But coming out of uni, obviously joining Netcompany, I've tried my best to just do a lot of networking, just get to know as many people as I can, because I do really believe that it's really important, regardless of, where you are in terms of work, studying, regardless of if you're studying a non-social subject or social subject, just getting that networking in. And naturally, I met Jon. I met him, and he's kind of been pushing the idea of getting this tech talk done, where even a couple of my friends actually also did a tech talk. I think it was about in November time. And then Jon also did another tech talk, the campfire one that he was discussing. And, he could see that I was interested. So he kind of kept poking. He kept poking as like, you should do one. And then, at the company update, he was mentioning it. I was like, you know what, fine, like I'll do it. And then he really chased me up on it and kind of made sure that I did it. He was like, cool, when are we doing it? And I was like, oh yeah, it's busy times right now, the project is being quite demanding. And he's like, no, that's great, cool. So we don't have to do it now. So how about we do it in like July, which was like quite a few months away. Like I had no option but to say yeah, and we did it. It was a nice successful run, and now we're here.
So this is a great story. I do remember when was it the Northern Update, John? I think you were on stage and you asked, is anyone interested? And I remember, I do remember Ibrahim saying, "Yep, I'll do it," and that the rest is history, as they say. Ibrahim, do you want to just tell us a bit about what what can people expect from your Leeds Digital Festival session with Jon? Obviously, we don't want to give away too much, but give us a bit of an overview of what your talk is and what people can expect.
Sure. So the basic premise of the talk and the basic idea of what we're trying to kind of discuss and get across is that we have a lot of kind of physical processes in our day-to-day life that we've learned how to utilize. And now that we're entering a digital age, or we're well into the digital age, should I say, there's plenty of ways that we can apply these concepts digitally. And there are obviously plenty of softwares in which we can actually apply it. But the basic idea is just how to turn these physical processes into digital ones in order to kind of allow us to streamline our workflow and ultimately just improve our quality of life. And then on top of that, we have a couple small bits to discuss kind of surrounding the area in terms of any implications, obviously without going into detail, that's what we'll actually be talking about, but any implications surrounding these digital processes, and also how to kind of manage all of the information and all the noise that we're kind of receiving now that we're in this digital age where there's just a constant barrage of information coming into our heads.
Yeah, no, that's a really interesting topic, and again, I know you guys did Tech Talk a few months back around it for Netcompany, and I know how successful that was. So definitely recommend people attend that. Thank you, gents, for your time. I just thought it'd be nice for us to get together and just talk about this is such a great digital festival event and what Netcompany are doing. So I do appreciate your time very, very much. For those people that are watching, I'll be putting a link to Jon, Ibrahim, and Matt's socials in the description. By all means, connect with them. The great people to work with from a personal perspective. And I'll be putting a link. I'll be putting a link just so I just want to quickly share as well. This is the sort of sign up page. I'll be putting a link to this sign up page for Digitizing Your Brain event. It's on the 27th of September at 5:30. We're on Greek Street. The event's on Greek Street, so can't really get a better location than that for afterwards, I'm pretty sure. So it's going to be a great event. I'll put the link in the description so you can get signed up. It'd be remiss of me not to also plug my own event that we're doing with Netcompany as well. So we've got two great events that we're doing. Mine's the week before Back to the Future podcast, where I'll have some guests. I've got Michael Cade, April Edwards, and Lisa Clark joining me, and we'll be talking about all about tech and how it's been affected by the pandemic and where we see the future. So I'll put a link to that in the description as well. By all means, get signed up. So yeah, thank you, gents, for your time. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and smash that subscribe button. And until next time, thank you and goodbye.
Cheers. Thank you so much. Thanks, Shabazz.